And we're not faking this. Like, we didn't just fuck up 2 intros.
No, we fucked it up.
Well, that's not the energy we're starting this podcast with.
No. But we you know what? Sometimes we mess up the intros, but we're always riding high. We always ride high like we're the princes of the rodeo.
Oh, buddy, when they go high, we go real low this episode with our guest comedian Jake Leland. Everybody,
that's right. Jake Leland is an absolute menace. On stage, off, online.
On stage, online menace. I don't even know who it is that you're torturing at any given moment, but I'm always laughing. I don't even need to know the context. It's just you go in so hard on these people.
Yeah, Peter Hudson. It's been almost 4 years, and I still haven't stopped posting about him.
Oh, you guys have to fight. Peter's a nice guy too. You guys are on a collision course for a punch up.
A fight stories fight.
Yeah, maybe.
I would, but I don't like that guy. He's gay.
It's Pride Month. A perfect way to kick off Pride Month.
Absolutely.
All right, Leland. Thanks for doing it, buddy.
How are you guys?
We're good.
Good.
Oh,
we're good.
We're good. We're good.
Good.
We're happy to have you on. You know what? You've been on as sort of like a guest host on this before, right? So when we had our buddy there, Dylan, in season 1 or 2?
Yeah,
he came on.
I want to say 2, maybe.
Maybe season 2. And you were with us in Belleville, like early on when we started the podcast.
Pierre and that other big guy, the big magician.
Oh yeah, Rob Driscoll.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that was in Kingston. Yeah, so you were around. You were there for those recordings.
I was there.
So you've been around the inception of Fight Stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you know exactly what this is all about.
And
I know exactly.
You're getting your own episode.
Yeah.
To let everyone know the type of D-Gen that you are, which we appreciate.
Oh yeah.
This was
yeah. You heard of Gen Z? He's Gen D.
Right. Yeah.
And it was we're doing a Father's Day extravaganza, and so that's what immediately made me click to Jake, because I know Jake had 1 or 2 at least good ones about his dad, but I'm like, oh, Jake hasn't even done like a full episode of Fight Stories.
Right.
It's about time he comes on.
Stepped into it. All right.
Yeah.
So let's first start with the Father's Day stuff,
Sure.
and then we'll move. So tell us about where you're from, and then talk about your dad.
I was born in Newmarket.
Ontario, for 90% of the people who aren't in Ontario listening to this.
Right. Newmarket, Ontario Hospital. And I grew up about 40 minutes north of that.
Okay.
That's pretty much it. A town called Sutton, Pefferlaw, Georgina. It's the municipality.
Represent.
But it's rural out there, right?
Yeah.
It's near Keswick.
Right.
You know, it's the classic joke when we were growing up playing hockey. It's like, hey, did you hear Keswick got a zoo? Yeah, they built a fence around Sutton. That's where Jake's from.
Actually, north of there.
Yeah,
North of there, so even smaller.
Even smaller,
yeah. Cow tipping and cow fucking.
Yeah, well, we had this thing called nipper tipping that it was a national headline story.
Yeah.
So basically, what happened was there were these.
That's what it sounds like.
I got a quick story about that. So basically, what happened was there were these Chinese guys fishing, and these local dudes went and pushed them in the water, and they called it nipper tipping, and there was some sort of high-speed chase that ensued afterwards, and basically the Asian guys ran off the road, crashed their car. A couple of them ended up paralyzed, and then it became this like national news headline story. And a couple local guys that I don't know them personally, I just know of them. I believe one of them did some time for it. But anyway, my buddy, during the trial of this, he was in Toronto, and he was walking through Chinatown, and it was like a movie. A Chinese newspaper was like floating in the wind, he puts his foot on it, and there's a picture of the guy from my town, his face with a big gavel on top of it, and a bunch of Chinese writing. Yeah.
Yeah. So the initial tipping of the nippers, was that like a boat? Did they like run up on a pontoon boat, or they just pushed them off a bridge or something?
Road fishing. Yeah, they fish on the side of the road, right?
Yeah, there was this area off of a back road. There's a little piece of land, sort of like a cove, and they were fishing off of that, and these guys rolled up and shoved them in the water. And then,
Oh man.
yeah,
It sounds harmless until,
Yeah.
but it is
Until one of-
racist.
until one of them
Little
gets-
harmless racism until
Until
it's
one
not.
of them
Yeah.
gets paralyzed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Dude.
no, that was
Dude.
too good. Served
It's
it
just,
up.
I know, it was just sitting there on a fucking hook.
Yeah.
Rotating in a window.
Yeah. One guy's like, I got a really big one, and then bam, just gets shoved in the water.
Oh man, dude, this is bad.
Should have done.
This is all fun and games, but if you just turn the P's to G's, this is a cancelable offense.
Mm. Mhm.
This is you could never tell this story. You know?
Yeah. Well, it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy.
Sure sad. Sure sad. It is. It's insane. Is what it is. It's
it's
so
bad.
funny because I remember hearing that phrase growing up as a kid, but not knowing where it came from. And I guess it was from the headlines of the Toronto Sun or
Not
something. to
not
that
the
effect.
nail salon.
I don't know. Maybe the term pre-exists.
What type of manicure pedicure do you want? Oh, the
Yeah.
tips. Oh, we know what you want. The number 4.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
bad, man. My girl can't listen to this episode. She'll
Yeah.
be like, John, what the fuck are you trying to do?
I don't know.
You started it, John.
Yeah, no, I did not. No, I did not.
If John said he heard it when he was a kid, then there's a good chance it predates this incident. This incident just sort of sensationalized it.
So
when
it's
was it though? Well, I say kid, I mean like teenager.
so it's
this
tradition.
This would have been about 2006, 2007, somewhere in that
Oh,
neighborhood.
okay, yeah, no,
Yeah.
forget it. I was long gone.
Mm.
I
Yeah.
was already here in the States.
Sorry, it's tradition.
Yeah. maybe I was just thinking about the when they dropped the checks at Mandarin.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
Hey, you gotta tip these guys.
Yeah,
Oh God.
that's yeah.
How's our
Oh, God.
listenership in China?
I know. And 0.
Yeah.
My
Back-to-back Patreon episodes, and we didn't even know it.
That's
Okay.
funny.
So
But, yeah.
okay, so Newmarket. Tell us
Yeah.
about your old man a little bit.
That's the thing. He's pretty reserved generally, which is why the story is even funnier. Like the one that I'm going to tell of him assaulting 2 police officers, and then what happened in the courtroom.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, so he's a pretty reserved guy. He did do taekwondo. He taught a bit of taekwondo as well.
Okay.
But
Do you know any taekwondo?
a little bit, not really.
Okay.
But yeah, so he's big into science and politics, and yeah, he was like a
Like a
pretty,
buttoned-up guy.
yeah, a pretty high up guy at Magna for a while.
Did you guys get spankings? Did you get little bum spanks when you were
Oh
a
yeah,
kid or no?
yeah,
Okay.
I did.
All
I
right.
did for sure.
Right.
Yeah,
And
one
you
time.
got brothers and sisters or what?
Yeah, I have a younger sister. Yeah,
Okay.
one time. Do you remember the game Metal Gear Solid for PlayStation 1? Did you ever play that game?
Mm-mm.
I know the game.
Okay, anyway, it was a big time release at the time. It must have been like 97 or whatever, 98. And yeah, my dad wouldn't let me rent the game. And he goes, "No, it's rated 18 plus. We're not getting it." And in the middle of the video store, I looked at my dad and I went, "You're a faggot." And then
Oh, no.
yeah, and
No.
then he chased me around the store for like, yeah, he was gonna kill me.
Dude, this guy's an irritant within his own house.
Yeah.
You come by this very naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, but other like yeah, he was never like a big scrapper or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the incident, do you want me to just go right
Yeah.
into it, Tyler?
Yeah, sure.
So what happened was I guess he was a little drunk and a little high, and the cops were being a dick to him. They pulled him over. This is before I was born.
He's out at a bar. He's out at a bar, or just
Yeah, out at a bar in Scarborough. That's where my parents are from, actually.
yeah.
Scarborough. And they pulled him over, and I guess he resisted a little bit. But anyway, so he got charged for assaulting two police officers. And the best part was in court.
But wait, hold on. Just I want to slow you down.
Sure.
So how does it get to assault when he's just like gets
Sure.
pulled over? How does it escalate to that?
How did he get pulled out of
And-
was
and
he
what did
drunk? Did they get him to walk the line? How did he get out of the car?
Yeah, and what did he do to them?
I think he just had it was something minor like expired tags or something like that. And then they probably could. I think from what I recall, he said they could smell like marijuana or something.
Yeah.
Pretty lax back at.
They could smell the cool.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty lax back in those days, so guys were drinking and smoking while driving. Right? So it was something to that effect, and yeah, they pulled him out, and I guess they were searching him. I can't remember the reason why. Anyway,
He beat the wheels off him?
no, he just was. It was like a minor scuffle.
Yeah. He's just
Um,
resisting a bit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a little
But-
pushback.
But anyway, the cops somehow figured out that my dad knew Taekwondo or something like yeah, right? So in court, they're on the stand just embellishing like crazy. Like, one cop was like, yeah, and then he roundhouse kicked my partner, and then, he threw an uppercut to me. And while this is going on, in a courtroom on the side, sometimes they have like the little holding unit where a criminal is awaiting their chance to sit in front of the judge.
Yeah.
So there's this absolute like crackhead dude sitting in there, and he's listening to all of this. He's listening to the cops' testimony. So anyway, I guess they go on recess or whatever, and my dad's out in the hallway with his lawyer, and that crackhead is out there with his public defender. And the crackhead looks at my dad, and it's a packed hallway. He looks at my dad, and he goes, "Hey, it's Bruce Lee!" So, yeah, I love that story. Funny as fuck.
So what happened? Did your dad get off?
No,
No.
it got pleaded like he can't go to the States anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that was a long enough time ago. He could have got that pardon by now, right?
Yeah, he just didn't care enough because he didn't have any
Yeah.
Sure.
reason to go to the States. But
And now nobody wants to go to the States.
I do.
Now your dad's not lazy. He's just being a patriot.
I just got back from Nashville.
Oh yeah, Nashville's a great time, man.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
loved
not a
it.
place to bring the children, but it's a great time.
No, but yeah, I don't know. Nashville was something else. I drove down as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What were you doing down there?
I went I've never been. I did try to get on Kill Tony. It was at the was it what's the stadium there? The Bridgestone Arena?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
something like that.
So I did that, but it was, mostly just to go see Nashville.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It was
I
one of
loved
our
it.
buddies' birthdays, right? Our buddy Brian.
Yeah,
Wasn't it his-
yeah.
And that's kind of what
Yes.
prompted the trip.
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you weren't just going down there like a psychopath by yourself trying to
No,
get on
no,
Kill Tony
no,
and make
no.
the
Just
best
wearing
of
a diaper and driving across two fucking countries
No.
for Tony to get a whiff of you.
Yeah.
it.
No, it was great though.
good.
I'd love to go back to Nashville.
Nashville is a good time for sure.
Did you bang anything?
No, I had a chance the first night. Brian was
But she woke up.
no. I got too cocky. So it was the day I got there. I'd been driving since 5 a.m.
Okay.
and
What's that? What's that? About a 13-hour ride or something?
yeah, rough. Yeah, about
Okay.
that. So I get there and we start drinking, and there was a girl and a few of her friends, and she was 100% interested. Even Brian was like, dude, she was eating out of the palm of your hand. But I was so tired and I got way too wasted,
Yeah.
and I got a little cocky because we were hitting it off. And then Brian comes over and I look at Brian, I'm like, hey, Brian, watch this. And I grab her head and I go, ugh. And then she's like, oh, no, this guy's too drunk. And then it just killed the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, dude, you clearly had that in the bag, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you're starting off your set too strong.
yeah. Basically. Yeah. Yeah, man, holy shit. Amazing city for sure.
Yeah. We had a great time. We had a great time in Nashville. Tyler was the belle of the ball in that city.
Yeah.
That was
right.
Ric
Bang the bell.
Flair roast.
Yeah.
Flair roast.
Yeah, that was
time.
good. Great time.
Oh, baby.
It'll never be that good again.
Yeah.
Not in Nashville. Not unless we're playing in arena.
Yeah. That was a real I think I came back that night and asked you to smell my fingers.
Yeah.
All right, Jakey. So how about it? How about the fights?
So so you grow up in this small town, and what's the town like? Is it rough? I mean, I've been there, but is it like kind of growing up there? Is there a lot of people that are rough around the edges?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Really? Because I never thought about it. Because all I knew in Newmarket was driving through it. It was just like, oh, this is like a strip mall town. You know?
Yeah. Georgina in particular is pretty bad now with the drugs, the opiates.
Oh.
But even then, it's
The fentanyl, the
A
Canadian
lot of farms.
a lot of farms.
Farm boys.
Native reserve close by.
Yeah, I grew up right next to a native reserve. But
Oh.
yeah, a lot of scraps for sure growing up.
Okay.
And did your dad kind of, show you how to fight when you were a kid? Did he give you a little bit of the pointers?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Most of it came from just, fighting, wrestling with friends.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Screwing about in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly.
And when's the first real fight that you get into? Where it's like you can hurt someone, they can hurt you type thing. Where there's a little bit of, something at stake.
Probably when I lived on Regent Street, so I was probably in and around the age of 7 or 8. Yeah, just over something stupid, I'd imagine.
But I mean, I meant like a bit older than like 7, 8.
But that's funny. Like, because that does give a point. Because I remember, and I still remember, like being a kid and like being afraid to get in fights. And then like being a parent now, it's like you don't want your kid to get beat up, but if they get in a fight, like it's going to be nothing. They're not going to get hurt, really hurt, maybe a little bloody nose, but they're not going to get hurt,
Right.
But I just came to that realization recently. It was like, oh my God, I was a child, in some of these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when is it? I guess like when you're a teenager and you start getting into dust ups, and I'm assuming at this point you've probably been in a handful.
Not too many, actually.
Really?
In my teenage years, yeah. It sort of started to happen more often 19, 20, 21.
When you're boozing.
Yeah, exactly.
Running your gums at the bar?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a few. I got suckered a couple times. Yeah. One time a girl gave me a black eye.
A girl. Nice.
Yeah, it was at a club, and it was at a club in Aurora, which is close to Newmarket, and she was on the dance floor.
What was the name of the club?
DNA.
Oh, okay, because I used to go to all those fucking things.
Sounds like a classy place. Got a lot of black lights.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was dancing, and I sort of went up next to her, started dancing, and And I whisper into her ear. Well, not whisper. I'm like, hey. She's like, hey. I'm like, you're a shit dancer. And then she just whack. Cold cocks me, gave me a black eye.
That ruins the night.
Yeah.
That is 100% an overreach for her to hit you like that.
Oh,
That
I
should
know.
just be like, fuck off. Like, I thought you were going to whisper something into her ear, something foul. You're just...
Yeah. No,
she should have laughed. She should have left. That was, that's what you were going for.
That was my intent, like for her to go, oh, shut up. But her first reaction was just immediate cold cock me in the face.
Yeah.
Let me guess, you fell in love.
She probably, up until that point in the night, she probably had about a 6-pack of wieners on her buns.
Oh, for sure.
Before that moment. You remember that used to be the move. You wiggle up behind them, you know?
She apologized to me after, like, we were in the smoking section. She tried to apologize, but I'm already like, yeah, lady, like you're so unhinged that I can't even dignify you, like your apology. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're uncivilized.
Also, you're still at the club with the black eye.
Yeah.
Trying to hit a double.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and after that, I probably crossed into that threshold of too drunk, and then I was just a drunk guy with like a fucking shiner I just looked like a complete shitbag.
And that's the guy that other guys will start to be like, oh, you know what I mean? That when they see a wounded animal, that's when they start to attack.
Yeah.
You know, bouncers, other drunks.
A black eye is poor currency anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Unless you just want a UFC or professional boxing.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah, exactly. Unless you're that guy.
Maybe a hockey fight, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's definitely guys in my town that fought a lot more, but, you know, I had a few good tussles. The last one I got in, I didn't win, but I didn't really lose either. Because I tripped over a pothole. Yeah, and this was the last good one I got in. Yeah. My friend, I haven't spoke to him in a long time, but he was mouthing off at the bar, and he's 6'7", big guy, and his beard line comes up to like here. You know, he can
the wolf man.
Yeah, he can look pretty intimidating. Anyway, he was running his mouth, and this other dude, who's maybe about 5'7", older guy, you can tell he was like a jailbird. Just
having it.
Just absolutely slapped the living shit out of my buddy, like open hand, palm, repeatedly till he was on the ground.
A 6'7" dude getting taken out by a little guy, chopped down.
Like all open hand, palm, yeah. Like,
what was your guy doing? Just eating it? Not a fighter at all, or what?
No, I think it just caught him so off guard. Like he just wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Was he drunk too? Was it like
he was
on top of?
He was a little drunk, yeah. But
oh man,
this guy just reacted. You know, he's a jailbird.
Never let up.
Impulsive anger.
Yeah. Hair trigger.
Yeah, and so then I end up going at it with the dude in the parking lot. And, you know, we're both on our feet. And yeah, I tripped over a pothole. And next thing I knew, I'm on my back. And I could just see, like, his friends surrounding me. So I got lucky because they could have kicked my fucking head in. Like,
oh, yeah, yeah.
You know, but
yeah,
he let up.
Did you guys both get shots in that fight? Or was it just, like, over before it started?
Pretty much over before it started.
Yeah.
You know.
Did he hit you with the slap?
No, he didn't hit me with the slap. Oh no, actually, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because I said something to him, and then he went bam, and then I was like, okay, now it's on. So now, I was a little more ready for it because I just watched my friend get humiliated.
Yeah.
And so it was on after that, and you know, we squared up and we were kind of dancing around in the parking lot, and maybe I threw a couple in, but. Like I said, I tripped. I hit my head too when I fell back, and he just had the upper hand. You know,
when he hit your head, you get a little reset. The eyes flicker back for a second.
Yeah, 100%. And I remember he hit me a couple times on the ground, but because I hit my head, so hard when I fell back. Like his punches didn't even feel like anything. I was just like, ow. I was more concerned about, oh fuck.
Am I bleeding? Right.
Yeah.
I
So
wonder if that guy, how many other guys he slapped down that night. If you guys just broke, you just
Oh,
broke
he
the
did.
dam,
No,
and he went to a pizza and started slapping somebody there too.
he did slap another guy at the bar. And it was the most
The slapping spree.
Yeah,
yeah. And this guy who I guess they didn't previously have an issue. It was the most Canadian thing ever. The guy's like, "Why'd you slap me for?" And he's like, "'Cause I thought you called me a goof."
All right, that was a fair one.
He's like, "I didn't call you a goof."
Yeah. My chick
Ridiculous.
thinks the whole goof thing in Canada is so hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Because outside Canada, it just sounds silly. Like, wait, he
Yeah.
called you a goof?
Yeah.
I know
Like,
it does sound silly.
Yeah, it's completely, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, it's in the Canadian prison system, it's like the worst
Yeah.
thing you can call someone. It's people. From my understanding, it's interchangeable. The meanings, like it can mean, you're a pedophile. It can mean you're a snitch. It could just mean you're a low life scam. Like it's interchangeable.
Right.
It just means like the lowest of the low.
Right. All
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, all encompassing. Just like you're the worst of the worst. Yeah. Yeah, that's the last good one I got in, but
How old were you when that happened?
27?
20. Okay. And what are you now? 35?
Yeah.
All right. That was a little
Yeah.
while ago.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
still out getting rip roaring drunk and carrying on, right?
Yeah, I'm a little more reserved in my drunkenness now. I like to go out for a few and then come home and drink and just
And then jump on Facebook and terrorize?
yeah, and then go pull up whatever AI program Photoshop my head on someone's like wedding picture or something.
Yeah, you did that to a guy, right?
I did that to a guy and he was inboxing me like, "Dude, my wife is crying. I'm fucking."
Why? Because she married the wrong guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude.
I'm talking to a lawyer right now, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Dude."
are you? You're talking to the other DM you're sending is to a lawyer, are you?
Yeah. So then I send him a picture back, and it's my head's photoshopped on both of their bodies.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
So is 90 because Jake is a terrorist on Facebook. He's always terrorizing people, and it's the people and it's the people that look closest to suicide that you seem to target.
Yeah, we're saying Jake punches down, and John's like, yeah, it's always at a 180-degree level.
It's straight down. Dee, 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 dee.
Oh yeah, curb stomping.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then
So has anybody ever came after you for it? Has anybody ever like showed up at a show and was like, "Bro, you took that too far and wanted to scrap"?
No, but Peter Hudson did call me and wanted to fight.
Okay.
yeah,
I-
Hudson
I-
doesn't look like he looks like he doesn't fuck around. Like he takes that shit serious.
Yeah, well, anybody who cries online,
That's
like
a good point.
I'm not concerned about him.
Yeah.
Peter,
Well,
if
we
you're
ha-
listening, I'm waiting for you.
we'll have a fight stories boxing event, and
Yeah.
we'll give Peter his chance to even the score.
If he doesn't,
Jake's run it up pretty high over the years
yeah.
with his
Yeah.
character assassination.
It's like 397 to nothing.
at this point, it's just a running gag for anyone who saw the initial wave of my Peter Hudson memes.
It's like, you're like, oh shit, it's June. It's my Peter Hudson meme anniversary month. I got to start cranking them up.
Absolutely. Well, that's what usually happens. It pops up in my memories, and I'm like,
Oh yeah, I should harass this guy again.
yeah.
But
Man.
you also bother people a lot at bars, like servers, and like you go in and
Yeah, only childless ones over the age of 30. Yeah. They need their holy scripture for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But what happened? Didn't you have an altercation a couple months back or in the winter where a guy was getting pretty heated at the bar and he said everyone thought he had a gun.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so there's a bar in Sutton that I frequent, and yeah, this dude rolls in, and the server who was like greeting people, she's really nice. He was kind of pestering her about something really stupid about having to pay an extra $1 for sauce or something. Like, to give you an example, or to paint a picture of what this guy looks like, he's like South Etobicoke Wigger trash. Yeah. And he's in
John can relate.
I'm digging his style.
That's John's people.
Yeah. we probably go to AA meetings together. Anyway.
Yeah, this guy's not letting up, and he's using the Toronto accent, yo. So
yeah,
Toronto.
I got boys that sound like that, bro. You just impersonated two of my closest friends.
They're just on the podcast.
Yeah.
That sounds exact.
PK did one with Gillis. Yeah.
So finally, he's like, "Whatever, it's not about the money." So then I start mocking him. I'm like, "Yo, if it's not about the money, fam, why did you spend half hour trying to bargain over $1, fam? Yo, is it gonna break your wallet?" And he's like, "Yo, do we have a problem?" And I just keep mocking him. I'm like, "Yo, maybe we do, fam." Right? Just relentlessly mocking him. He's like, "Yo, let's go outside." I'm like, "No." I was like, "Anything you want to do, you could." Oh no, what did he say? He's like, "Yeah, do we have a problem?" And I actually think I said, "Yeah, we do. I kind of want to smash your head in right now." And then he's like, "Let's go outside, yo. I'll put 2 slugs in you right now, fam."
Yeah.
And then, yeah, sure. I just kept mocking him, and he did go outside, and he pulled something out because me and the other servers were watching him. I'm like, I don't know this guy. Maybe he is that unhinged. He pulled something out, but he had a girl who was driving, and a kid in the back of his seat of his van.
And he's just in at the bar drinking and eating by himself?
No, he came in to get like food to go.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
But was he trying to order off the kids menu or something? Is that
Yeah,
what he's trying to bargain with?
Yes.
He's trying to get a kids menu meal for an adult?
Yeah, it might have been for his daughter, but I just I don't know.
Now that I think of it, he might have actually been trying to be a good parent on his parenting
And Jake's just escalating it with him?
No, apparently he had a reputation for doing this, arguing over paying an extra $1 for sauce.
Right.
Like, to the point where it was ridiculous, Like, he would argue for 10 minutes. Let me speak to the manager. Da 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 da.
But I wonder if this is my buddy's wife's ex, because it sounds like he fits the bill of what you're talking about.
How old is this guy?
Probably like mid-30s, maybe 40.
He sounded like, that impression sounded like Robbie Borden.
Yeah. But Borden is black. No, but believe me, it's 5 guys that I can list right now who that would have been a spot-on impersonation of.
You're from the East End, right?
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Real Toronto scum.
I love it.
Jake, what's the best fight you've ever been in? Like the best knockdown, drag out. Have you had one?
Yeah. It was with a carny.
Tell us more. Of course you're fighting carnies.
Yeah.
Carnies got to be tough too, by the way. Like they come from rough trade.
Well, no. They could be willing, but not tough. Like they could just be like, you know what I mean?
Drugged out.
Oh, yeah, or just like, a little simple.
Work to release from like a halfway house. Something.
But
it's a mixed bag.
My life could have gone a total different direction. My dad was a carny for a little bit, and then he got out of it.
Oh, shit, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Um, yeah, I was about 19, and I don't remember the reason why, but yeah, I fucking laid this one carny out. I don't remember.
You don't remember how it started?
No, don't remember.
Were you just drunk?
Yeah, yeah, and it was outside. It was outside of the fairground. I remember that. It was
What fair?
the Sutton Fair.
Sutton Fair.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
Is that a big deal, Sutton Fair?
it's a huge deal.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, is it something people come to? Like, Tyler knew about it. Is it
Oh,
like
yeah.
something that draws people in?
Yeah,
Okay.
locally for sure.
All these
Yeah,
fall
yeah.
fairs are huge in their
Yeah.
community, right? Like,
Right.
so you're there. Are you there by yourself or with your boys?
Yeah, I'm there with a few friends.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember there's this one girl from my high school. She's a bit younger. She witnessed it. And from then on, she kept going, "Hey, tough guy. Hey, tough guy," too. And it kind of bugged me because I didn't think, nor do I think now, like, as I don't look at myself as like a tough guy. I mean, I've been in some scraps, but I'm not like, there's levels,
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
I could hold my own, but yeah, I just remember that pissing me off. Hey, tough guy. She had this perception on me that I was, I mean, it didn't look good that I was fighting a fucking carny, but
Yeah. Was he because when you say carny, I automatically think little person, and I shouldn't equate the two.
Yeah,
But
he was a bearded midget lady.
yeah, I fought a carny. Let me be a little more gender specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's what you'd expect, scrawny, crackhead looking dude.
Yeah.
And you just
5'7".
pieced him up. Do you remember anything about the fight?
I don't,
Just-
honestly.
Just
I
went into
just-
the rage.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably was trying to if I'm being honest, I was probably trying to like look tough because there was girls around or something. So it was probably something that stupid.
Sounds like it worked.
Yeah, that sounds good. Then
Yeah.
you got what you wanted
Wow.
and realizes you didn't want it anymore.
What a victory. The fucking
Yeah.
crack-addled fucking carny.
the crack-addled near senior citizen whose life is just circling the drain.
For sure.
Did they give you a prize for ringing his bell? That's what I want to know.
No. No prize.
You punch him in the mouth and he shits tickets.
Yeah. Yeah, how many tokens?
Yeah.
I have
Yeah,
tickets.
yeah. Just tokens. It's like when you kill something in Mario Brothers, it just leaves a trail of coins.
Yeah.
So you had that one. Any others that like stand out to you?
Just random incidents. Let's see. Yeah, that same club. Actually, no, this was a different one. This was a Newmarket. Yeah, I came outside with our buddy Andrew, and I was teasing these two girls in the smoking section, and one guy piped up, said something. I walked over. I cold clocked him, like just bam. Yeah. Oh, I went through a phase where I was going to the gym, and yeah, I was stupid. I'd like just started antidepressants. I was fucking unhinged for a bit.
Yeah. Doing that little combo. Okay,
Yeah.
chasing an antidepressant with a Molson Canadian.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It was literally I was going to the
Yeah.
gym, washing antidepressants down with fucking liquor,
Yeah.
and just
I
being
remember
wicked.
my buddy was coming over for 2 months. My boy Little Man came over and would every other day he'd fucking shoot a load of D-ball into my ass. I was taking steroids just for bar fights.
That's great.
Not training, not doing anything else, just taking steroids and drinking booze.
Yeah,
It's funny.
yeah. I like in retrospect, I was like, yeah, fuck, my brain chemistry was definitely different. Yeah.
You've always been an instigator, though. That seems to be. I'm sure the carny. You did something to instigate with the carny, also, like some sort
Yeah.
of teasing,
For
followed
sure.
by violence.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've always liked, being a shit disturber. I mean, my friend and I, for the longest time, from the ages of like 9 to 15, it was a weekly occurrence for us to throw rocks at cars. Like, and
Such
we
a troubled child.
we would
You guys
and
are.
we were so casual about it too. Like, it's not like, oh, you want to go to the movies? It was, do you want to go? Do you want to throw rocks at cars? Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll be over soon.
Like
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin and The Good Son.
Oh
Yeah,
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 yeah, Mr. Highway or whatever it is. Yeah, Highwayman.
So you'd be going and throwing rocks at cars,
Yeah.
and like from 9 to 15,
Yeah.
and like during these, like, it's not like you threw one rock at a car. You're
Yeah.
hitting cars, what,
Yeah.
like
A handful
20
of
cars an hour?
Um, it depends because if we nailed a car really good and they came back and were searching for us, and it would be a hot spot. So we would be like, okay, we got our thrill in for the night. We got chased with bats.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, dude, have you ever had your car tire hit by a car or a rock or something, and you stop and you're like,
I haven't
you're
had
ready to
that.
kill.
I
Yeah.
haven't had anyone throw anything at my car, but I've been around some of this shit. Obviously been
Oh, of
involved
course.
in this type of hijinks.
Hijinks, exactly.
It's I remember in high school there's these guys, and they're set up. Our high school in King City was along King Road, and it was a very busy road. And they'd be standing there with eggs, just whipping them at cars, and I'm like, this is not a good idea. I'm like, I remember saying it to someone, going, I don't think they should do this because I feel like the next guy that they hit is gonna be like Steven fucking Seagal.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like a minute later, they throw it. It's like a white Bronco. It might as well have been OJ. There's a white Bronco coming. They throw an egg at the car. This guy just carves the wheel and drives right off the road, down through the ditch, onto the fucking like the track at our high school, and starts chasing them with the Bronco onto the fucking football field. Gets out and everyone's screaming and running. He gets out. He's got a fucking ponytail.
Like Seagal?
Oh, shit. Yeah,
It's
he looked
Seagal.
exactly like Seagal. It was a native dude, and he's just like, "I'll fuck you guys up," and everyone was scared. Like sometimes like high school kids will gang up, and we were talking on like one of the episodes where it's a gamble to get involved.
You could be a lion and still lose to a pack of hyenas.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. But everyone was fucking scared of this dude, man.
Yeah.
And then another time they hit like a truck
Well, plus
driver.
he's native, so he probably had AIDS.
Yeah,
Right.
I could say that because I'm native.
and you have AIDS.
Obvious.
So another time they hit like a transport truck and the guy came in, and I remember this is the opposite of that happening, is where like the kids sort of like circled around, and he's like guys, he was actually being level headed, but he's like, I'm driving this truck. It's fucking dangerous what you're doing. If I crash, someone's gonna die. And then some little prick fucking threw an egg and hit him right in the face, and everyone's like, oh. And it was bad. Like I even felt bad for the guy. It was like I was like, oh. And the look on his face was like, fuck, man. Like he wasn't even like trying to like beat up anyone.
Yeah, he was just trying to reason with a bunch of unreasonable
little assholes. Yeah. But and I do have a story I've never told on the pod that I should tell. Just this is for a Jake Leland. This is maybe a Patreon.
Yeah.
But we can decide after if it's acceptable to put out. But I guarantee it's.
I don't know. The beginning of this stuff's pretty raggedy.
Yeah. This is so. When we were in high school, we lived in a small town too, kind of like Jake's. It would be very similar. You know what I mean? It's just outside Toronto.
Yeah.
Is this King Nobleton?
Nobleton, farm town, right? And we knew all the like little like shortcuts through the bush to get to our houses. Like everyone knew how to get away in this town from when we're doing little asshole things like this. But there was this guy.
Same with us.
Yeah, everyone. You got your BMX bikes. You know all the trails. The cars can't get you. All that shit. So there's this. They're building a brand new subdivision, and so they have a security guard that's watching over all the supplies on the construction site. The security guard had his own security trailer, and he's there, overnight type thing, and he's by himself. But the security guard was this great big, like, East Indian dude with a fucking turban, and he was jacked. Like, this guy was, if he fucking caught us, he would have beat the fucking brakes off of any one of us. Oh, yeah. We're scared of him. That we call him the Turbanator. And and like, so
baby,
we be drinking.
I don't think this can be a Patreon episode because that's the title of this episode.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, I gotta give this guy his props. Like, we're fucking scared of him, but he was the Turbanator, sent back from his own country to take over our country. I don't. But we're sitting there drinking, and eventually be like, "Yo, what are we doing tonight? We're gonna fuck with the Turbanator?" And everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, call the boys." And we had a couple friends that used to work, and this is the ironic part. They used to work at the Tim Hortons on Highway 400 at the en route, which is now all exclusively Indian people working there. But we had friends that were
Terminator. The Terminator fulfilled his mission. He came and he propagated, and he planted all the seeds, and the seeds just grew up to take over the economy.
So we were actually, the John Connors of the day, trying to.
Yeah, really.
We're the heroes here.
Home. Yeah. You're the heroes.
So they worked there at the Tim Hortons, and what they would do is they would take 200 eggs and leave them out back of the Tim Hortons, and we'd come around, and we'd have our buddy's mom and dad's van, and we go in the van, we pick up the eggs behind the Tim Hortons, and then we just go on a terror spree through town. Yeah. But Turbanator was our perfect target because he's sitting isolated on his own in a trailer. So the way we set it up is we go up, there's like a hill behind the trailer, and we had one of those water balloon slingshots, one of like the big ones, right? And we load up some water balloons, okay? And we go up on the hill, and we'd fire these water balloons, and it would hit the top of the trailer, just boom, and it would like shake the trailer, like it would reverberate throughout the whole trailer. This guy would come out looking like, what the fuck? And he was so fucking mad. And he was definitely juiced to the gills because he was, flipping his switch immediately. And he'd come outside, and then our buddies would drive by and fucking chuck a couple eggs at him. So he'd get hit with the eggs
to get him out,
lure
him out.
Yeah. So we'd hit him we'd lure him out with the water balloon. So he'd go out, and then we'd hit him with a couple eggs. He jumps in to his Honda Civic and starts chasing them. Leaves the trailer wide open. That's when we go in with the other 175 eggs, and we would fucking decimate the inside and outside of his trailer.
Great.
And so he would come back.
Each step along the way was just another thing to get him further along. This is like Mission Impossible of being little kid shitbags.
So Turbanator fucking takes off after them, and we just go to work on his fucking trailer. So when he comes back, it's just disgusting.
He comes back to an omelet.
Yeah.
This is an omelet.
Pretty much. He comes back to how they make our breakfast look at Tim Hortons now.
Right.
Like it's just been thrown on the floor. So he's not too happy, obviously. And he falls for this, I'd say like 2 more times. You know what I mean? Like exact prank. You know what I mean? Like
same play.
And then one day we're getting cocky now. And I remember we roll up and we do the water balloon thing. He doesn't come out. No one's coming out. We're like, all right. So we get out of the car and we're just fucking hucking eggs at the trailer. Just hucking the eggs at the trailer. And he's not coming out. We're like, fuck you, Turbanator. Everyone's doing the DX crotch chop. Suck it. Yeah. And we're in high school, right? So we're just throwing the eggs and nothing's happening. Then all of a sudden we just see a fucking pair of headlights just turn on in the driveway across the street. Turbanator's waiting in his Honda Civic for us. No. And he's ready to go. He starts driving after it, like right at the van. We jump in the van, we're driving, and our buddy is hanging out the window, like out the side door of the van. Basically, we gotta pull his legs into the van, and now it's like a high speed
out the side door chucking eggs. Dedication.
We were running, man. If Turbanator got us, we were fucked. But we did get away from him But I mean, could you imagine if he fucking caught us? Like, he owed us the beating of all beatings.
Right.
How many days and nights was the Turbanator not even at his job, just sitting in that driveway with his headlights on, waiting for you guys?
I know, we weren't doing it every night. Like,
right.
It was, so he must have had some times where he was just
every night for a week.
Fuck these fucking guys, these fucking kids.
I'm going to kill you.
These infidels.
I can just see like him getting deported because of us, and like just watching him fucking getting taken out of the courtroom. I'll be back.
Oh god, yeah.
It's so stupid. But that's great. The type of shit that you do when you're a dumbass kid in a small town, right?
Oh, man, I remember we were doing that every night, or not every night, but we'd fuck around. But it was mostly like snowballs, snowballs. And then once in a while, you get a guy pull over, give a good chase, and we'd be laughing and screwing around. And one night, one of us, might have been my buddy Donnie, who is dead. He tied a fucking fishing line from post to post, like across the street, so you can't see it. And we were like, oh, I wonder what would happen to a car if it like hit it. You know what I mean? Like that was it. It was more of a scientific inquiry than anything. And then we just saw a guy on a bike round a corner, and then you just see that guy hit that fishing line and just go boing, and he just zips right off flat on his back, and we just take off down the hill running. Yeah.
That's funny.
Man.
Yeah, being little skunks.
Scientific inquiry. Yeah, that's how I thought of it when I would put rocks on the train tracks, hoping to derail it.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad that never fucking happened, though. Holy
I know.
shit.
I think those guys my buddies put a couch at one point or something.
Yeah, I really didn't understand the gravity of.
Oh, the consequences.
Oh, for sure. And we used to live beside some train tracks, like our backyard and my neighbor's backyard would you could see the trains every day. When we were little kids, my buddy and I would go out and wiggle our dicks at the fucking train.
Yeah. Little dick wigglers.
So stupid. Don't be wiggling your dicks at the train.
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, there'd be a guy looking out the window, just licking his lips. Like,
Mr. Conductor.
Yeah, Mr. Conductor.
Sir Topham Hat.
Yeah. The worm is out of the apple. So gross.
So we got a little guest coming on, gonna join us in a minute here. I just sent him the link.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Jake, you can stay on for this too.
Oh, Jay, but before, wait a second. So didn't you have a biker fight?
Oh, no, that was the guy, the jailbird, I think.
Yeah, that was him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he was like, some way affiliated. Yeah,
with some sort of
right.
Super tough though, like
the power slapper. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was, just one of those like I said, there's leagues. Like that guy's a true scrapper.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Please.
Like
with no hesitation, he slapped a guy who's 6'7".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, zero, and just beat him down with his palm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember there was a kid. You know what? Fucking McFawn's brother.
Adam McFawn, the comedian.
Adam McFawn's brother. His brother was Jared McFawn. His brother was a smaller dude, and I remember one guy in our fucking grade 11 drama class. This guy, I think his name was Mike Ray. Mike Ray had about 6 inches on him, and he was one of these guys that looked like a grown man in high school, Right. And he went over and gave him a slap, and McFawn probably gave 40 pounds to him. He just stood up and slapped him right back, and I was just like, oh,
nice,
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I didn't know you went to high school with McFawn.
Yeah, his brother. I didn't go to school with Adam. I went with his brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I saw Adam get taken to school once, but
yes, you did.
We won't make him relive that one.
Yeah.
We love McFawn.
McFawn's doing well. Let's not do it that to him.
We love McFawn.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met him.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, man.
Yeah.
He started out, when I started comedy, he was doing comedy at all the Kramers and the Einsteins, all those bars.
Einsteins. Yeah.
the David Rubin circuit.
Yeah.
The Ruby circuit, as we call it.
Oh yeah.
Darkest
Good old
Mind in
Uncle
comedy.
Babysitter.
Yeah.
Jack Norman, Deb Bozeman,
Hey,
all the
don't-
classics.
Don't you name that name on this podcast?
Aaron Berg, all those dudes were around that time. Kenny Robinson was doing those mics.
Rob Clifford.
Robbie C.
Oh yeah.
E.
Shout out to Rob Clifford. This one's going out to the man on the Blue Viaduct.
We
This
saw
next-
Rob. Remember
This
it?
next song is Rape.
Did he come by one of your shows?
Yeah, dude, I bring out all the old scumbag ghosts of yesteryear. He was probably thinking he's going to make his debut. He's going to make his retirement. I've told this story on this podcast so many times, but while we wait, why not? It is Pride Month after all.
Right.
So I was coming out of Einstein's, and Rob Clifford was there.
That's where
And
I met
we
him.
went to at Einstein's.
Yep.
So we go to a bar a couple things down, and we go in. The bar's empty. It's just me and him. So I pull right up to the bar, order a drink. I start pounding it. They're playing house music, so I'm having the time of my life. I love me some trance EDM house music. And then I go out nobody's on the dance floor. I'm on the dance floor by myself, dancing and drinking. And then some guy comes up to me and starts dancing on me. And I realize in this moment that it's a gay bar.
Right.
And I say, and I think it would be funny in my mind to pick this guy up and give him a body slam.
Hold on. Cole just came in. So
Hey, what's up, Cole?
the fucking the baby from the movie Willow just fucking popped into our basket. Hold up for a sec. Yeah.
So
John,
I
go
pick
ahead.
this kid up, and I think in my mind, like, oh, it'd be funny if I body slammed or pretended to body slam him. So I got him up like I'm gonna body slam him.
Yeah.
And he's with a couple of other of his buddies. One of them runs over, tackles me. I fall backwards a couple of steps and fall through a glass table and smash it.
Oh shit.
And now I've got this gay dude on top of me, wiggling, wriggling around, trying to get off me, and a back full of glass. And then I get up. Clifford's gone. He's nowhere to be seen. And I go to get on like the subway at like Spadina Station, and I see him in the station, and I was like, "Oh, dude, what's up?" And he like straight like no shows, like pretends like he doesn't know me.
Oh my god.
Rob Clifford was embarrassed to be with me.
Oh, that's great. That's fucking funny.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
All right,
So-
let's go. Let's get to it.
Yeah, so our buddy Cole Ross is here. Cole, thanks for joining us in your fucking busy day. I'm sure you
Cole,
had
hey man, listen, buddy, you didn't have to put on makeup. This is it's not that formal.
Yeah, I'm looking pretty good, eh?
Oh yeah.
Well, he looks
should've
like
been
he looks like he's from the movie Pet Cemetery.
Who Gage the son?
Hey,
Dude,
Cole,
it's half my material, so I can't complain too much.
there you
Very
go.
good
Yeah,
lad.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Cole is our friend. He's from Prince Edward Island.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and he's in a wheelchair, so he can't roll off the fucking island. They keep him out there. That's where they put him. And it was a nip tipping accident, actually. How he became paralyzed. But Cole's we call him. My kids have a name for him. They call him Cole who likes to roll.
Oh, Cole.
Your kids have a name for me? I haven't even met him yet.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And nor
That's
will
nice.
you. No, so anyway, they listen to the podcast sometimes. I would never. But anyway, Cole had a Father's Day story, right? Because we're doing our Father's Day episode. He's said he's got a good one, and but he was too drunk the other night to come on when we were recording him. So I'm like, well, come on during the daytime. We're always around. So yeah.
There's some PEI Wi-Fi things going on here, but I think I understood most of that.
All
You
right.
didn't want to hear any of that for yourself.
Yeah. That's That's what you say when you're not impressed. You're just like, yeah, I didn't hear any of that, guys. It's the Wi-Fi out here at PEI.
All I heard is lobsters and potatoes. Fuck it. No, oh yeah, no, I could have been on at like midnight, fucking 2 nights ago, but I was way, way, way too gone. That would have been a disaster. So this is probably a little bit better.
Yeah,
It's a little bit of a different format than I'm used to. When I've done a podcast, it's always been like a live call-in, so it's a little bit odd, but I'm getting used to it. Trying to get used to it.
Yeah, so tell us about your dad's story. Hit us with the goods here.
All right. So this is the fun one. The fun one is the Laval one. That's what led to me being in PI in the first place. I bought tickets for Merciful Fate. They reunited, the metal band, obviously.
Yeah.
So we made a trip out to Laval, and at those liquor stores, those are the only ones in Canada where you can buy the individual little shooter bottles, the little, the ones
reserves.
Yeah, those little, yeah. So we had a
the
whole
little
box of them.
the airplane joints. That's what we call them.
Yeah, exactly. So we had a whole
travelers.
cardboard box of them right between like the driver's seat and where my wheelchair goes because we could take the seat out. And it was full before the show. So I go in and I'm like, I'm going to go get my spot because I get a wheelchair spot. I got to switch everything around. Meet me in there, blah, blah, blah. And there was probably at least 30 in there before I left the van. I drank 3 for the show. And so I go in, show starts, I watch the opening bands. My dad doesn't appear at all. And then, Merciful Fate starts. Their set gets halfway through. Still looking around. Don't see my dad at all. Show ends. Nobody. No texts. No answers. No nothing. So I leave the venue. It's raining. My phone dies. I'm in the middle of Quebec. I don't know anybody. I'm looking for my only ride still.
Well, not your only ride.
Everything starts closing. I go into this weird Indian pizza restaurant and I start calling like New Brunswick and like family members I know all around Canada. Like, can you contact my dad and tell him go find a restaurant in fucking Laval?
Stay there.
To meet,
right.
Yeah, to meet me, yeah. So it doesn't happen. I wait till I think it was probably 1 a.m. I go back out in the rain, and I go over to the empty, abandoned mall. He's inside the doorway, slumped over, passed out drunk. So I wake him up, and I go, Dad, we gotta get the fuck home. You didn't even show up to the gig. And he goes, like, he doesn't even know what he's speaking. It's some foreign language that I don't even know. So he starts pushing me towards where we parked our van. And then I go, that's a curb right in front of us. That's a curb, stop pushing me. That's a curb, stop pushing me. And he doesn't listen. Pushes me off the curb, breaks my wrist, breaks my ankle, and then picks me up. And a Chinese guy in the middle of the street starts yelling at me for yelling at my dad for being mad about it because I wasn't respecting my father. And
was the Chinese guy speaking French?
He had like a weird combination of accents, but it was English.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So eventually I got dragged to the van. I have a hand control.
The steering wheel with the thumbs?
Yeah.
So you're driving. Okay, got it.
I wasn't driving that trip. I had only my G, like the regular, like the, I was, yeah. So I still didn't have my own license. So I wasn't driving the trip, but I was set up for that. So he gets in and he tries to drive us. I'm like, you can't do shit. You can't do this. You're going to kill us if you get on that highway. And he's going like, you're tied down. What are you going to do about it? So I had to punch my dad. I had to punch my dad in the face, take the car keys, call the cops on my dad, and then teach the cops how to drive hand controls to get across the street to the hotel.
No. Did the cops arrest your dad?
No, I had to beg them not to because he was the only person that could help me with my medical stuff.
Oh shit!
So yeah, it was just a whole big bunch of fun.
Oh yeah,
That was the fun one. So when your dad woke up the next morning, was he like, "I am so sorry," or was he just like, another day?
No, he won't. He still, to this day, he still doesn't admit that it happened.
Oh wow.
He's in denial.
Deny.
Yep.
Oh man. And I met your dad, right? He came to the show.
Yeah, that was who was coming backstage every 7 seconds.
Yeah. He's not a fucking nuisance.
They all were. They all were at that one.
That's
so
all right.
Oh, Cole, you were on the show when Ty was out there with you and Tommy.
Yeah.
I
Cole.
opened up in
nice.
Moncton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cole's had some funny fucking jokes, man.
Appreciate that.
Cole's. So you and then did you not just have an altercation with Pops again?
Yeah, that one's a little more.
Is it not funny? Is it not
no,
worth
that's
sharing?
more. That's more
Okay.
depressing and domestic.
Okay, we don't gotta fucking drag him through the fucking mud on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like that.
The fun one was the Laval one. At least there's memories from it, you know.
So all right. So do you have any stories about fighting your mom or no?
I don't know. She's pretty tough. I don't know if I could.
She's the one not to be trifled with.
I wouldn't risk it. She might. She's got some kind of trick in the book.
Yeah.
And Cole, you're from around where Jake's from, I think. Where are you from?
I was born in Barrie, and then I moved to Midland, Penetang. That's where I grew up.
Okay. Yeah. All the fucking freaks are in Penetang.
Are we all Ontario guys here? What, John, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Toronto, but I live in Jersey now.
Right on.
Sweet.
Well, fuck, Cole. I hope you have a better Father's Day than it's been lately.
I figured it's a fun Father's Day story for.
Absolutely.
It's topical.
We appreciate you coming on, guys. Make sure you follow Cole Ross, and
at Cole
Jake
Ross Comedy. Oh no! Oh, sorry. Actually, I got my own at wrong. At Cole Ross Does Comedy on Instagram.
Cool. You know, give him a follow, and Jake Leland.
Jake
do you want to give your
89.
handles? Jake Nasty 89, and it'll be a new one next month when he gets fucking deplatformed again. So you have to look out.
Yeah, we'll change it.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. That's been fight
Cole
stories.
actually looks like the type of guy Jake's usually going after online too.
Cole might have been the carny I fought.
It's possible. I might have slept through it.
Yeah. All right,
Nice.
boys.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, lads.
Good seeing you.
Take care, guys.
Easy.
Wait, hold on. Stay on for a second. We just gotta